With this aim, we have assembled here, and I request Dr. D. Abul Fazal Sahib to welcome this August gathering and introduce the guests to the gathering.
Secretary and Correspondent, Sir, Janab C. Kaisar Ahmad Saab, Secretary and Correspondent of Islamiah College, respected Janab L.M. Munir Ahmad Saab, Secretary and Correspondent of Islamiah Women's College, respected Janab Dr. T. Muhammad Ilyas Saab, former Principal of Islamiah College, respected Janab Nasrullah Saab, respected Aksam Saab, respected Principal, respected Vice Principal, dear students, members from the town, respected colleagues, research scholars, I welcome you all for this session. I welcome today's chief guest, Professor Mustafa Tanveer sir. He has come here to deliver a lecture on early Muslim social reformers of Kerala and the inspiration these reformers received from Vaniyambadi. We welcome you, sir. We are very thankful and grateful to you that you have accepted our invitation and you are here amidst us to deliver a lecture. Thank you, sir. So, dear friends, actually this program is a result of the faculty exposure program which was sponsored by our benevolent management some 15 days back. 15 days before, some 13 staff members of our college visited 2 colleges from Kerala. One is Farooq College and another one is Salamusalam Science College. Our management, what they said was, you 13 people, go to these 2 colleges, see what are the best practices there, and you must try to implement those practices here. This was an assignment given to us by our management. We went to these 2 colleges. In both the colleges, we had a very good, warm welcome. We were given a grand reception. And in Salamusalam Science College, what happened was, they arranged for some 5 lectures. One of the lecture is the topic, today's topic. So, in the same topic, Mustafa Tanveer sir spoke for 10 minutes in Salamusalam Science College. And after listening to the speech, immediately I said, you need to come to our college and give this lecture in front of our audience, in front of the people of Vaniyambadi. See, I love Vaniyambadi. I have a great affection for Vaniyambadi. I love Vaniyambadi because Vaniyambadi is a historical town. Vaniyambadi is a very historical town. Any event that has happened in this world, any event that has happened in India has had its repercussions in Vaniyambadi. But I have a problem in studying the history of Vaniyambadi. The problem is, it is not enough for us to know English and Tamil alone, because the sources of Vaniyambadi are predominantly in Urdu and I do not know to read Urdu. I know English, I know Tamil, but I don't know to read and write Urdu. But I know to speak Urdu, but I don't know to read and write Urdu. And that is a handicap for me. Though I love Vaniyambadi, I have an affection for Vaniyambadi, I want to study the history of Vaniyambadi, I cannot do it because I predominantly do not have a knowledge of Urdu. But now we have amidst us Mustafa Tanveer sir, who has come here to tell us that if you want to know the history of Vaniyambadi, it is not enough that you know only Tamil, you know only English, you know only Urdu. Additionally, you should know Malayalam. The purpose of his visit is that he wants to tell us that you need to know Malayalam. And now the story does not end there. The story is, if the establishment of Islamiah College, if the establishment of Vaniyambadi Muslim Educational Society has been reported in newspapers in Kerala, in Malayalam, then obviously it would have been reported in newspapers in Andhra Pradesh, in Telugu, in newspapers in in Karnataka, in Kannada. That means if I need to study Vaniyambadi, I need to be multilingual, and that is a handicap now. So anyway, we are here with Mustafa Tanvir sir. Thank you, sir. He has come here all the way to tell us about. We request Janab Akbar Khawsar sahab to come on dais. So now the thing is like, the best practices. When we went to there for the faculty exposure program, we saw this lecture, and immediately as a result of that faculty exposure program, we have this lecture today. And apart from that, we had a lot of best practices. College, we saw that people the department is involving themselves in taking the students and public for a heritage walk, and we want to replicate that in Vaniyambadi also. PG and Research Department of History, Islamiah College Autonomous Vaniyambadi will in future course do heritage walks in Vaniyambadi. And when we went to Farooq College, in Farooq College they have a very good tradition. They have something called as Malabar Archives, where they collect original documents regarding Malabar, their area, and keep it in Farooq College, Department of History, Farooq College. And similarly, they have something called as oral archives. Oral archives means they talk to people, make audio recordings, video recordings, transcribe that interviews and record it for future generation. So these two aspects, oral archives, Malabar Archives, and heritage walk from Salamu Salam Science College, we also want to replicate it in our college. We definitely will do a Vaniyambadi archives where we will document all the records relevant to Vaniyambadi, and we will also record the oral archives. We will record interviews and transcribe it. See, actually this is very important. See, there is lot of information, lot of history with the people, but we are losing it. See, for example, we have done oral interviews, but only thing is what Farooq College has done, we have not done is, we have not transcribed it. See, once I was interviewing a person, an elderly person. People from Vaniyambadi know that Flower Bazaar. Today what is Flower Bazaar was not Flower Bazaar for a very recent time. It was earlier called as Rahiman Pet. An elderly person who is 90 years old, he told me that this is Rahiman Pet and not Flower Bazaar. There are a lot of information like this. Once when we interviewed a person, he said in Kacheri Road, there was a tea factory earlier, maybe 70, 80 years, there was a tea factory here in Kacheri Road. And the tea factory in Kacheri Road is an interesting thing. Likewise, now you have Fayaz Kamal Hospital in Iqbal Road. That Fayaz Kamal Hospital was previously Dawood Bangla. And in 1945, there was a meeting, very important meeting, that transformed the landscape of Vaniyambadi, that transformed the demographics of Vaniyambadi. So many people do not know that it is Dawood Bangla. Now the thing is like, we have a lot of information, we have done interviews, but what we have not done is, we have not recorded it. So now from this stage, I would like to say that we will in future, as a result of this faculty exposure program, do a Vaniyambadi archives and do a oral archives. Actually, we are doing it, but we have to record it. And for this, we would like to enter into a memorandum of understanding. We will take the permission of our secretary and correspondent, of our principal, and we would like to enter into a memorandum of understanding with Anjuman-e-Khuddamul Islam, because when we enter into a memorandum of understanding with them and do it, it would be more there, because they are close to the masses in the town, it would be very easy for us. So we would definitely do that. So now, coming to this program. See, whenever we organize a program like this, they ask us, one question. Is it important to study history? Is it important to know history? The answer is, it is very important to know history. More than knowing history, it is very important to understand history. There are 3 stages. 1, you can neglect history. 2, you can just know history. 3, you can understand history. So in these 3 stages, I will explain to you these 3 stages with a small example. You take Islamiah College. You forget about the history of Islamiah College. What is Islamiah College? Islamiah College is a college like any other college in Tamil Nadu. So if you don't know history, what is Islamiah College? Islamiah College is another college like any other college. Okay, you know history. If you know history of Islamiah College, what is Islamiah College? Islamiah College is a 100-year-old college, 107-year-old college, if you know history. If you know history, it is the first college established in South India by a Muslim educational trust. This is if you know history. Okay, if you understand history, what is Islamiah College? Knowing history is different, understanding Islamic history is different. If you understand history, what is Islamiah College? Islamiah College is a revolution. Islamiah College is the mother of all Muslim educational institutions established in Tamil Nadu if you understand history. If you understand history, Islamiah College is a revolution because it transformed the life of one young man who had resolved to become a Mason. Islamiah College compelled him to study in this college, give up his resolution to become a Mason because of family circumstances. And later, that boy evolved himself into be the Vice Chancellor of Anna University. And that boy evolved himself to be one of the best educationists India has ever produced. This college, if you understand the history of this college, it is a college which brought people from remote villages which do not have good transport facility and made them into registrars of many universities. This college was to tell us the connection between Kerala and Vaniyambadi. As I told you, it is not an ordinary college, it is connected with Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. And yes. So, Principal Sir wants me to tell the name of the Vice Chancellor. The Vice Chancellor is Dr. M. Ananthakrishnan. Dr. M. Ananthakrishnan, in the same college, he narrated this story that he had made up his mind to become the Mason, and it was a principal from this college who went all the way to his home, brought him to the campus, told him that you should not become a Mason, you should study in this college, and then he studied in this college and then he became the Vice Chancellor. See, Vaniyambadi is not an ordinary town. You have Muhammad Zuhaid there, P. Muhammad Zuhaid there. In this, right to the right of me, I have a portrait here, Allama Iqbal's portrait. It so happened that in one meeting in Chennai, Anjuman Himayat-e Islam meeting, Allama Iqbal Sahab was sitting in the dais. He was ready to address the gathering, but before Allama Iqbal spoke, Zuhaid Sahab's great-grandfather, Peshmam Fazlullah Sahab from Vaniyambadi, he spoke in front of Allama Iqbal Sahab. And when Fazlullah Sahab's turn came and when Iqbal Sahab's turn came to speak, Iqbal Sahab said this word, You mark the words. He said, when you have Maulvis like Fazullah Saab, we do not have a place here. This is what Allama Iqbal Saab said. And he further said, Fazullah Saab is Sher-e Madras. Sher-e Madras means Lion of Madras. So Vaniyambadi, and mind you, lion, when you say Lion of Madras, the Madras does not refer to Madras city. That Madras did not refer to Madras, Tamil Nadu state. That Madras referred to Madras presidency. That Madras refers to Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka. So Fazullah Saab from Vaniyambadi, who has been praised as Lion of Madras by Allama Iqbal Saab, is from this Vaniyambadi. And this college has many. This college has many contributions. Only one final contribution I will say and then resume the seat. See, there is a word called as Esperanto. Esperanto is a word, very important word. Esperanto means universal language. I came to know about this word when I was 50 years old. Esperanto, I knew what is Esperanto when I was 50 years old. Esperanto means it's a universal language. It's a language that everybody can speak. A person who is Arab, a person who is Indian, who speaks Tamil, who speaks Hindi, if they know Esperanto, it will be easy to communicate in many languages. That is Esperanto. So I came to know about it in 50 years. That is in 2023. When I had all communication systems with me, I had internet, everything. But one great stalwart from this college, in 1950s, wrote an article in Mashal. That article is recorded. That article is in the website of Islamiah College on Esperanto. In 1950, a 25-year-old person who was an alumnus of Islamiah College, who later became a professor in Islamiah College, at the age of 25, in 1950, when we don't have internet, when we did not have any other channel of communication, writes an article about Esperanto in Mashal, which is recorded even now, and it is really surprising. Because how did people, such a great stalwarts, right? They were produced by this college. And you know the person? The person is V. Abdul Rahim Saab. V. Abdul Rahim Saab, see, he showed that signs of his mastery of language even when he was here in Islamia College as a teacher at the age of 25. And everybody should read his book, Europe Speaks Arabic, where he says German, French, English, Italian, all languages have similarity with Arab. But before he wrote that book, he showed that signs that one day he will do that. He here in Islamia College. So this is a great college. We welcome you to this college. And now, to know more about the greatness of this college, we have a person from Kerala. Kerala and our college has had relationship. We know what is the recent relationship. We know about A.P. Zubair Saab, who worked here for 32 years. But before A.P. Zubair Saab, we know about a person called as K.A. Jalil Saab. K.A. Jalil Saab was a professor here in Islamia College. Then he went to Kerala, became the first principal of Farooq College. Then he became the vice chancellor of University of Calicut. Today it is said that most of the earliest graduates in commerce in Kerala would have definitely studied in Islamia College, because Islamia College was the first college to have M.Com course, B.Com course, M.Com course in the entire University of Madras area. And so people from Kerala had to come all the way here to study commerce here. So it's a great college. We are happy to be here. We want to promote the legacy of this college, legacy of this town. As a result of this, this program has been arranged. Inshallah, we hope that you all will enjoy the program. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.